First of all, I'd like to, send our thoughts and prayers to the people who are affected by the tornadoes in that Middle Tennessee region. I mean, that obviously that area is very special to Betty and I and our family, and so to the people who are affected, the lost loved ones, and the damages they're still finding out, so they have a speedy and healthy recovery as the SEC we all embark on Nashville, next week.
Kermit, have you guys, I know it's still early, coaches, have y'all heard anything about the tournament in Bridgestone or anything like that? I haven't seen that there was any damage.
I have not. I was just asking Adam. I really haven't called. I mean, I called some of my pals in that area, but mostly mine was Murfreesboro. It seemed like a lot of the storm was around the Cookeville, Mount Juliet area, and right in that Germantown area where the Sound Stadium is. So I'm not sure that, there's damages right there in the downtown, right at Bridgestone, or the hotels that the teams will be staying in.
Tomorrow's obviously a big night for Bree. It's his last home game. I know it's kind of a cliche question, but in your time with him, what has he meant to the program?
Yeah, it's funny. I got on both ends of it. Not many times you do that. I played him as a freshman, and it was a game we were here, and we played great in the first half, and so Andy started a totally different five in the second half, and it was him. And he wasn't even on our scouting report. And I think he took the first ball and went right downhill and dunked it right on top of us and had a big game in the second half. We ended up holding on to win. But I'm going like, who in the world is this guy? And so we played him twice, and you saw the talent, and then it was good to get on his side. And, I remember our early meetings when I first got the job, probably about as much as anything, and kind of, where he was headed to, his goals, and where he wanted to redirect, and then kind of watch him, grow as a freshman, as a sophomore under AK, and then the last 2 years. And I mean, just the things that he's done here, a kid from Somerset, New Jersey to Oxford, Mississippi is pretty special.
What did you see in your evaluation of him here that made you like him at the 2?
Yeah, I just thought that was our early conversations. He was fine with playing the 1, and he's kind of gone to the 1, this past year when Devontae's been out. But I think it just frees him up to kind of play. And he's built to score, as you've all seen. And, I don't know if I've ever given a guy that much freedom to play. I mean, really. And it's just kind of how he's built. And he scores at all the levels. The number of hours that he spent in the gym before practices, and I could just see all the hours that he spent. I got the job, and he was about 207 or 208. And so we talked about his body conditioning, and he's gotten down to 192, 194, and I think that's where he plays his best at. And so I think he did a lot of different things that helped his game.
Looking at the SEC tournament, you're probably locked into day 1, so in this next week or so, how do you prepare for that in case you do get on a run? Because obviously it's going to be day after day.
Yep, it is. That's the fun part about the tournament. Sometimes, the teams that can get early and everybody wants buys, but we still have a chance. We got to have some things happen. Obviously, we got to do our job and win 2, and then maybe get some help from Missouri and Arkansas. And but anything can happen. But sometimes when you play early in the tournament, it can help you in your first round game, the other team's first round games, and. I think everybody said, I know it sounds cliche-ish, but you guys have been following the SEC for a while. It's the most wide open I've ever seen it, and I've been kind of from afar, but the last 2 years for sure, the number of teams that even have played Kentucky really, really competitively, even in Lexington, and they've proven to be the best team in our league. So I just think the balance of the league is going to be terrific, and, I think it's going to be an unbelievable tournament, just the close games throughout.
Everybody played the other night against Bedford except for Dude. What happened to him?
Just the coach's decision, just kind of based on my evaluation, and I'm just going to kind of leave it as that. He's practicing with our team, and but yeah, it was just a coach's decision for that.
It's been an up and down year for him. I mean, he had that really good stretch for a while. Is he just bad habits kind of thing? I mean, what have you seen from him overall for his debut year?
Yeah, we had a great conversation, and he did. He came back and was playing, substantial minutes in some really important games for us. And there's just some certain things that we value in our program. There's nothing bad at all. Just the way you go about your business day to day and practice and the whole thing. And that's just kind of what we evaluate and and determine who plays.
You've mentioned before wanting to see Sammy rebound better. How do you get him there? How do you get him over that hump? We see so much athleticism.
I know he won't. He just kind of won't engage or release for the ball. I mean, we do blockout drills. We'll do them today, and just being able to hit and then disengage and go get the ball. And he'll hit, but he won't release. And so it's something that we just worked and talked about over and over and over. And because you're right, you see the athleticism, but that's one of the main reasons that his minutes have not been as big, because you get in those physical games, and guys can be athletic by themselves, but can you be athletic in traffic? And the great ones can. Even the ones that are not as athletic can be athletic and physical and pursue the ball in traffic. And there's some guys who can dunk a bunch of balls, but then they can't finish with people around them because they can't just, physically go through traffic and get through the fray. And so that's just something that, it was positive of the day, but Sammy's got to get better at that.
I know seen from Sean in terms of his development since he got here.
Yeah, he's no doubt our best natural shot blocker. His body, he's gained over 20 pounds. He's been his best he's been the last 2 to 3 weeks of practice. And so, he's got great hands. He can run, catch, and like I said, he should have been a senior in high school this year. And so I really think that he's got to learn just defensively and being physical and staying in stances like a lot of young guys do. But he can shoot it, and the biggest thing is he can just sprint, catch, finish. He's a natural passer, and he's a willing learner. I mean, he doesn't fight instruction at all. So those kind of guys usually do great.
How much can Jarkel Joyner help you next year in replacing Brian's points?
Well, at times this year, you can ask Brian. He's been our best player, in practice, including everybody on our team, and that says a lot, And so he's been unbelievable in practice. He's got one of the greatest motors I've coached in 38 years. Every day. I mean, we kind of built our team at middle with some guys like that, and you just love coming to the gym. He's the first one there. He's athletic. He can score. He's a really, really good on-ball defender. We're trying to get him now to play better with, off-ball screens, reading the whole floor, and so, yeah, he's going to be he'll be an immediate impact for sure.
It's just one game, but Sammy getting 3 blocks, that activity around the rim, does it correlate at all as far as blocks and rebounds? Just being engaged around the rim?
I think it does. I think the guys who block shots usually rebound the ball. I really do. And, we're last in the league. Top 2 or 3 in steals, last in the league in block shots. And it's just amazing. We block 6, but like we block 15. But when you block 6, just how, your defensive field goal percentage goes down, And then when you block maybe 6, just to 3 or 4 of the other shots that are affected just because of the blocks that have had previous in the game. So, that's what we need Sean to do. We need a Deem to be better. Hopefully Sammy makes some strides, and hopefully that we can, can add a guy in the spring that can help us protect the rim and be a physical force right there in the paint.
Anything else? Luis has been practicing some. How's the
yeah,
foot?
Yeah. His foot is fine, but now he's had a problem with his wrist, and I think he's fixed to undergo wrist surgery Friday. And we just found out about it. It's just something that maybe happened in the Texas scrimmage, and he was through it, and then caught a ball the other day in practice when he just came back and felt it. If it was right now, if he was healthy, he would be playing through it and have surgery after the season. But there's something they want to get fixed, and it's something in his wrist, and so. He'll be out for a period of time, probably miss most of the spring now, with his wrist, and I think his surgery is going to be Friday.
Did he break it? Was it a ligament thing? Do
Yeah, just kind of a fracture. They're going to go in there and look and see if they have to put a screw in it or something. So I don't think it's fixable by just putting it in a cast. And so they're going to opt to do surgery on Friday. But he's practicing today. I mean, he'll practice today up until he does. But it's his 3rd surgery. He's had a little minor knee surgery when he got here. Then he had his foot and then his wrist. So this is his 3rd one in 2 years. And it's too bad because we really, really wanted him out there for spring workouts after the season was over.